Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Block 49. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another 49er first down.
Here we go,
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line.
49 to Mike. 49.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike. 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check. Crunch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
Mike 59. Let him know.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. Got got the connection here to Bourne. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Bills nothing.
Here we go. 180! Flag!
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On play action, now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 23 yards the pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Coleman. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 29, Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 33.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Allen now looks to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. They'll run on first down. Singletary. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a run with Singletary. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
down, Buffalo.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. D Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Allen. And he's going to go down again. D Ford, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And oh, that is going to be a safety. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. McKenzie now to return it.
We got this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen got his man. It's Eifert. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Allen now on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo now. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
58 right there. I'm scared.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for, and take it.
Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Allen on third. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Allen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
319. Mutts 56. Too little. Pass 85. Pass 85.
From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Come on, D. Set hut. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Set hut.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Allen. To the left side here for Eifert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake. After the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, it's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go.
49's the mic.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Telvin Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
180. 11.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. And 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
John Brown, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Allen. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Wait.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
12. 1, Omaha. Go.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
13.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back. Out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen, and the catch good. It's Eifert.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Big series right there.
Allen going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
And the Bills first down.
56, right there, 56. Ready?
On first down, Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
6 yards to go.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
Five.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 52. Here we go.
Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kendrick Bourne with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here we go,
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
21.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
51 to Mike. Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Ravens have taken the lead there late. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Niners' 43-yard line.
Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want to know. Watch the eye.
5 wide.
Go! To the air, Allen. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And Eifert has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 21. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
51, Mike.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Deep ball for Goodwin. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. So Allen's going to look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll look to run with Singletary. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
At the 44-yard line.
Check 50. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All day. All day. What's that?
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.